I now want to welcome in Janatan Sayeh. He is the research analyst at the Foundation of Defense for Democracies. Janatan, welcome to the show. I got to ask you, for our viewers here, just to level set. Many people know that Iran is the country who funds these terrorist proxy groups, Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthi rebels. But you actually were born and raised in Tehran. Help our viewers understand why not only the U.S., but many of our allies and even adversaries are so adamant that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon.
Great to be with you. I think you pointed out beautifully that Iran is, in fact, the largest state sponsor of terrorism. Practically any terrorist group across the Middle East has ties to Tehran. In addition to that, Iran continues to exploit and leverage different criminal networks, both in Europe and in the United States. For instance, they tried to assassinate President Trump as the negotiations are unfolding. So the malign intentions of the Islamic Republic should not be underestimated. In addition to that, the 57 revolution in Iran, that very much highlighted the regime's ambition of undermining the region, undermining U.S. influence in the region, but most importantly, to destroy Israel. So if they were to pursue with weaponization, which they have so far, not only would they undermine U.S. interests in the region, but it's also very dangerous to our allies across the Middle East.
So we knew under the Biden administration, they tried to get back into the JCPOA, this Iran nuclear deal, but they were unsuccessful after a year. And Tehran doesn't trust President Trump because he pulled the U.S. out of the deal in 2018. How do we know that they're ready to make a deal? Are they ready to negotiate?
Well, they ideally would want the same deal that they got in 2015, which is billions of dollars in return for their not even dismantling their nuclear program entirely. So what happened then was they were able to still enrich uranium in undeclared sites while they got the benefits of sanction relief. What they want right now is practically a revival of the 2015 agreement. Currently, they're desperate because their currency is in free fall. In addition to that, their proxies are severely weakened across the Middle East. So Tehran is in a desperate situation, which is why it's very important for the current administration to leverage the existing weaknesses that Tehran has to pursue a better deal that would be dismantlement of their nuclear program.
Yeah, we know this administration is not interested in the Iran nuclear deal. Going back to the JCPOA, President Trump has said that he wants this deal to happen within 2 months. It was interesting, though, because the Supreme Leader, Khamenei, he had said last month it's not smart, wise, or honorable to do negotiations. So what will be the signal that you see that Iran is ready to make a deal with the U.S.? What would be that message to you?
Ultimately, they've expressed their willingness to negotiate. I think that was a big step in itself because ultimately they had originally mentioned that they will not negotiate under pressure, under maximum pressure. And currently what we saw is after the U.S. military buildup in the region, they backtracked those comments. So I think the more deterrence and leverage built up by the administration makes it more likely for them to be open to a deal. And they have always said that they're open to a deal. It's a matter of what deal they're willing to accept and how much or how many concessions they're going to provide, whether it's just nuclear, are they going to discuss their ballistic missile program and their regional influence or not. So that is Tehran's ambitions, to get a deal that is not comprehensive by any means and just get maximum pressure basically resolved and away from its economy.
In 10 seconds, how close do you think that Iran is to a nuclear deal? Weeks? Months?
They might be very close.
Or a nuclear weapon.
The Supreme Leader perceives it.
Okay.
They've already pursued weaponization, so they're very close. And they mentioned that capabilities.
All right. Okay, gotta go. Great to see you. Thanks for your time.